to win that first individual title, but the crowds have really come to see this player.
Thitikul.
This is the player they've all come to see. It might not be too many cheers for Somi Lee, who rips one down the first. It was kind of a muted applause, and the reason being they will be cheering on Jeeno Thitikul, the world #1, playing on home soil, trying to win here for the first time. Came close back in 2021, missed about a 5-foot putt on the 18th to force a playoff. Would love to get it done tomorrow. Points on the line of the race to the CME Globe. It's hot. Gino's got the fan out.
Not a lot of wind either. The umbrellas are up to hide the fans from that beating sun. Gino has caught a downslope here because she drove the ball a couple of yards further. So this one will come out slightly lower and from left to right. She has 235 yards to the front and a very narrow green to hit. Missed in the right places. She described them as the safe places. The 10th and the 1st, she seems to always leave it short of the green if she doesn't hit it. Like I said, 2 types of break. The first one left to right, and then it will be slow in the last third of this putt.
Fabulous, excellent pace there. Start that Jeeno Thitikul. Plenty of fans that have lined the fairways here at the Siam Country Club would have wanted to see an opening birdie. Now trails by 2.
And we saw the crowds coming in when we came in today, didn't we? They were flooding.
With today for the newly 23-year-old. No wind. You're aiming at the far right bunker, which is 282 yards away. Ideally, left half opens up this right pin. Yards. The pin is 6 off the back edge, also coming from the upslope. She can land this one all the way.
What a shot. It's going to be a birdie for Gino, most likely. It's going to be a birdie start. Trying to close that gap. You're in the Navy, weren't you?
Air Force.
Oh, Air Force.
Air Force,
okay.
Tom.
Sorry. Can't get that wrong. Now Gino for birdie. Yeah. Easy one for Gino. Back-to-back birdies to start the day. Keeps herself 2 behind Somi Lee.
Fire in generations. We've got a touch of breeze, but there's the left-hand side. You have to aim for that 20-yard left side of this fairway. That should be blocked out.
And that is perfect. Position A1 down the left-hand side.
Gino playing 120 yards with the uphill and into the wind. Wedge. Three birdies in a row. Can keep this one in the hole, inside the hole. Downhill. Might want to pull its way from right to left. So depending on the pace, it's just on that edge, that right edge. a box office start.
What a good try that was.
Yeah, but you certainly know who they're rooting for.
And understandably, they're going to want to. We're in Thailand. They've got the world #1. She's Thai.
Yeah, you've played in front of a home crowd on many an occasion, Katrina. Must be such an exciting feeling, especially when you're playing as well as Gino.
Oh, especially when you're playing well. There's nothing better. It can really just pull you along. The momentum. And she'll be just desperately wanting to play well in front of this.
Well, this birdie fest out here, I can't imagine many holes are actually playing over their pars. Gino's torn apart the par 5s this week, like you have to do around this golf course, and now she comes to this downhill par 3. It's 170 yards.
Only 4 holes are playing over the par at the moment, and one of them, the third, they've just played. Hardest hole on the golf course, the 17th.
So this is a 7-iron from 170 yards. Wants to finish left of this flag.
Just hanging on. You could see she was just trying to a little 7-iron. Maybe could have just have gone. Definitely want a caddy or a cart in this heat.
They've got 600 caddies across the golf courses here in Pattaya at Siam Country Club.
I'd probably go through a few of them. Bampot has been caddying for Gino for every win that she's had, except the one that she won at 14 years old on the Ladies European Tour in Pattaya as well. Saw this one creep past the hole, so we'll know it's got a touch of left to right in it, but it's up the hill, back into the green. Good leave here for her 3.
Yeah, good up and down there.
Is not in play. One you can carry, the other one you can aim at. So taking it at the far right bunker, it does play 10 yards down the hill, so it requires a draw.
Just watching that a little bit, just ran.
Thitikul next to play from the right rough, Soph.
Angle's great. Wedge, playing up the green. Bit of a comb over lie, but she can get in the back of the ball. 130 yards.
It's a very sensible shot. Wasn't really taking that flag on. If she'd got a little bit of a jump, it might have ran up.
Still got target just right side of the pin.
And when you come off the fairway, you think, oh, could I go for this pin? You know, out the rough. Has got some taking care of, though, on this putt. She's also from the low side, and it's a steep slope. However, it's down grade once it gets on top here. All about the pace.
Another one of those.
Thitikul could gain ground with just a par here on the 5th.
Yeah, this is just going to be a left edge, inside left putt. Very similar to the length she just held in the previous hole, the par 3/4.
Seneca keeps her card clean.
And tied for the lead. Oh, sorry, one behind.
What Gino does well is in the follow-through. She has this almost like mini recoil, which really gets her body turning and gets it through the golf ball. Wind helping, but not much.
Everybody, please stand still. You are not.
Well, we've noticed walking around this golf course, if you just go into the rough, it's a lot thicker than if you're, say, 5 or 6 paces in.
It's quite patchy. But that was a mistake. Should have been wanting to aim left of that flagstick.
Gino has got 128 yards pitching wedge. She'll fly this to the back level.
Oh, what a shot. Great look at birdie for Jeeno Thitikul coming up. Chance to tie the lead, maybe even a 2-shot swing, we'll see.
Right now the cameras are on her, crowd are with her. She's playing the role number 1. Gino's playing well, putting some pressure on her.
Back-to-back bogeys for Somi Lee. She falls to 16 under par, tied for the lead. And of course, Jeeno
Beautifully off the tee, so can hit these par 4s with wedges. This one, the apex of the pod at halfway, will be outside of the hole. It's a good inch outside, right to left here for her 3.
a little longer from this angle than from behind.
That was a tricky putt. Cross that slope.
Maybe. I think these fairways are really soft at the moment, Tim. But she's carrying it 265 in the air.
Sight of her Eagle 3, a magnificent Eagle 3 yesterday when the tee was up and she had only a 6-iron into the green.
Yeah, but she's driving it perfectly, isn't she? Hitting it down the right sides of something you see often, the fan in the back pocket. It's usually the yardage book or the glove.
I was going to say that.
She was wondering what that was.
Shot was close to 300 yards. So in the chairman's office here, Thitikul. 206 front, 230 flag with a 4-iron. The target is the front edge of the green here.
Yeah, good shot. Just came up just short right. Maybe just a club out.
Only around 63 yesterday, though there's a very different kettle of fish on Saturday, Sophie.
It sure is. The lead was short, but she's a little bit to the right-hand side, so has got the brow of a bunker to pitch into. The landing area on that is about 19 yards, 24 to the pin. Aim this right of the flag and hit the cushion.
Nicely played. She just played that one forward, took the speed off, hitting into the slope.
Thitikul to apply a little bit of pressure on her co-leader, Somi Lee, who still has a birdie putt to come.
She'll be disappointed not birdieing that par 5. Had an iron in her hand into the green.
On the tee.
Same pin as we found on the first day. She hit 8 iron, and it was a stunner. 153 yards.
Not a stunner today. That took a massive bounce.
Yeah, that's the one place you just do not want to be on this 8th.
Can't get under the trees. There's people everywhere. I'm sacrificing myself for this. Hasn't dropped one. At least it's up the hill, but it'll break from left to right. A cut from left to right, firm.
Good up and down, good three.
Yeah, very solid stroke there. And those putts can count nearly more than a short birdie putt. Keep that momentum.
Just looks really focused, doesn't she?
Give us a good, great rhythm to her putt. We've seen some of Somi Lee's just a little jabby. Look at that, perfect.
2 third-place finishes and a runner-up here at the Honda LPGA Thailand. Would love to get that victory.
Back on the tee with the lead by 1. Steepest climb the players face throughout their journey. Country Club's old course as they make their way.
Got the ball below her feet with a wedge.
Very good from Thitikul. Coming in with a wedge, she can get it higher, coming in softer, a little more spin.
Well, this one would whoop them into a frenzy, Sophie.
It will. It's so silent around this green at the moment. But it could get a little bit loud. She still has to guide this one on the right-hand side and have it take the slope from back to front of this green, right to left for her 3.
Cue the celebration. Thitikul with a 3 at 9 moves 2 clear of Somi Lee. The happy birthday chants replaced with just the simple Gino. Well worth another look, Katrina.
Yeah, she just matched the line and the pace perfectly here. Threw it out just over that little mark, right in the middle.
Such a nice feeling as well when you know it's
Really hard to gauge on 9. And looking at those nationality flags and the Honda flags around the clubhouse, it's got to be right to left off this tee box. The dog leg down here, Gino with driver.
I think Bampos going to have a hard time getting people to quieten down. That's pretty busy behind that 10th tee. No problem at all for Gino. So Chizzy has laid up. Somi also laid up here, and this is Gino, Sophie.
Indeed, and they're both back into position. Full shots left though. 219 yards to the front. 240 pin, 4 iron.
In a popular space over there in the bunk, either just in the bunker or just short of it.
He's the 9th to claim a 2-shot lead with 9 to play. This is her 3rd at 10.
Yeah, and her four-iron just came up just short of the bunker. Again, missing on the right side, leaving herself the whole green. She can just pitch up. Nicely played.
Played here is a 14-year-old sponsor invite. It's the time that Gino was beginning to come onto people's radar. She won the 2017 Thailand Championship at the age of 14. Progressed, of course, to becoming the world #1. She reached the top of the world rankings at the end of October of 2022. Was there for a couple of weeks and returned in the summer of last year. Oh, mistake there. Not all plain sailing out there today. Certainly the scoring hasn't quite been.
The #1 at everything last year, strokes gained, tee to green, was Gino as well. And the bunker that So-Mi Lee just skirted past, Gino can wave at that as it will fly over. It's 240 to carry the bunker. Wind from right to left. We've got a front hole location today.
Just look at the difference.
Of a game that I have enjoyed watching this past year. She's added this 3/4 shot to her wedge game. 108 yards.
You can just see that abbreviated follow through, trying to take a little bit of distance off.
Not quite as close as Thitikul would have expected from just having a little 3/4 wedge, as Sophie described, back in the fairway, but still another reasonable opportunity.
And another left to right putt. Yesterday on that fabulous round, she drained a good few of these. Now there's 2 pitch marks that sit 3 feet in front of her. She's going to try and split them, so it will run through and outside the hole, 1.5 cups from left to right.
Oh, and that was a good try. Just sliding past the left. But you're right, Tim, she would have expected that a little closer. Her second shot.
She is carrying herself with such an incredible maturity for a 23-year-old. You heard Sophie reference it earlier on at the start of the broadcast that she's missing it in the right spots. I mean, even her poor shots, she's still giving herself reasonable looks. She's putting aggressively, she's putting well. Yes, they don't all go in, but she's not had to stress too much.
The board beyond and let it drift.
Shot there. What distance control. You could see her gripping down a little bit on that 7-iron. The abbreviated follow through. Just try.
Look at that win in the team championship, and found something in her game, having not played very well in Saudi. Gino now for birdie.
Well, Gino, you thought had a chance to stretch this lead. Missed out on birdies on 10 and 11. And this one, it's a short putt, but they have walked 360 around this cup because you've got grain pulling it one way, slope pulling it the other way.
So what are you saying, Sophie?
In the middle.
Okay.
pick it up out the hole for a 2.
Yeah. That's exactly what she's going to do.
Yeah, dead straight putt, wasn't it? Just about you're trying to find something. You're thinking it can't be straight. There must be a little break.
Gino
Back to back Thailand Championships, and then we never saw her again. I thought, oh, thank God, she's disappeared. And she comes back a couple of years later as an adult and wins Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year, multiple times on the Ladies European Tour. I was like, oh, okay, you were at school.
It's not all bad. You both made it to the final
Hey,
group
I
on
made
Saturday.
money. I made money that week. She didn't.
Going with less than driver, Thitikul.
Remain standing, stand still, please. 1 to go.
That in the short grass.
That's right. Gina was an amateur, so she had to give up the €45,000 first. As Jeeno Thitikul just gets ready to hit her second Bangkok Bank save of the day.
ลงจากซ้ายเข้ามุมซ้ายเลยพอรถทิ่มเลยนะลงชวนจากซ้ายเลย
That was, be careful of the slope and make sure you stay in this one. You could easily lose it down the right-hand side. A 9-iron, 133 yards.
Surprised her.
Shortest of the 3 birdie putts to come for Thitikul at 13.
Hello.
He's doing the right thing, going back into her routine after the mobile phone rang. Uses a line on her putter. Subtle, this one. From her right side here. It's very quick at the back of this green.
Never had a chance. Just let a couple slip away. She had a couple of chances to try and move ahead.
It was Sung Lee who was a little tentative in the front side. Thitikul was attacking, and it feels like the roles have been reversed since we made the turn.
Like you said, not the most convincing putt. Didn't hit it out the middle. Maybe the mobile phone put her off. This has gone downwind, downhill. That trap is 273 yards away with the downslope. The one on the left-hand side, so it's in play for Gino.
One hand off the club, quick left. And not quite sure where that has finished up, Sophie.
I don't know if those spectators saw it.
3 beautiful golf swings of the... Well, Gino hit it left off the tee. Sophie, if you had a chance to get down there and take a look.
Oh, that wasn't a good tee ball, was it? A snapper, caught the trees. It only went 216 yards off the fairway, off the tee box. She's got 190 front. Trees in the way, would need to hit a raking hook. But the biggest problem is there's a twig that's going next to the golf ball. She can't move that twig, else the ball will move.
A new 9-hole makes.
There's that twig that Sophie was referencing.
Which is why it's a 9-iron and it's a pitch back out into play.
How does it usually affect it when it's on the green side of the ball?
I got no idea. I don't think she did either.
No, I don't think you can really tell, because it all just, you never quite know how that twig's going to affect it. So I think she's done the sensible thing in just chipping out. Could squirt it to the right. It's a bit like...
Needs to get it up and down. Needs to avoid any big mistake here. Just I've seen players have some issues on this hole.
85 กิโลนั่นน่ะ
90 yards left, and having seen those two approach shots, it's got to go deep, this one. Past the pin.
As we saw from Hannah Green, you don't want to go too far by though.
No, but there is a little backstop. But she's just carried it too far, similar to Hannah Green.
It's going to be a quick one down the slope.
You didn't want to leave it short again. There's just a little bit of speed at the bottom. Now, Gino's pitch shot from 90 yards off the downslope. He kind of just de-lofted it and got to this back edge, the Hannah Green country. Well, it's a double breaker, and you know how quick this is. It is lightning. I would say the last 10 feet especially.
Jeeno bogey free, but this one's going to be tough to save par.
I think she'd take a two-putt. I really do.
Good view there. She just needs to run it to the top of that slope. Now it's trickling down.
She's got a chance. It's just going to drift left at the end. See how far that's gone by. It looks pretty close from our angle, and it's close from that angle as well. So it is going to be a tap-in bogey for Jeeno. First bogey of the week.
Player in the field on tour. Goodness me, she's finding this short 15th quite a long wait for the final group back on the tee.
I think you're standing back there, and when you see someone kind of struggling, you don't want to watch. See Thitikul not watch.
Short of that shadow of the big tree, you can get some run. But that upslope has been watered, it's been sat in the shade, and that's where Chizzy found herself.
Less than driver for Jeeno.
She went through the back here with driver on the first day to that back pin. 3 wood for Thitikul.
Oh, and we've just seen the trials and tribulations of Julia Lopez Ramirez from that spot.
That was from the first cut. That looked like it nestled down a little further.
The sound of things, the lie was better than that you had in that last group. So she can get underneath it. Good news is it's back into the wind. Also, the good news is there is only one option here. Look at this rehearsal. It's high. She's got to have it float. But anything short will come back to her feet. She's got 34 yards to the pin. She's got another 10 over it. But if this lands 27 yards, she'll have another go. High risk lob shot for Jeeno.
That, all things considered, actually was not too bad a shot from there. I don't think she had any chance of getting close to
Exactly. She's on the level of the cup here. A lob wedge, back of the stance. Outside the hole to the right-hand side.
Classy, really well done. Jeeno Thitikul.
Yeah, was out of position after the tee shot. Played the sensible second shot, made sure she got it up on that top level, even though she just ran off the back.
So that really good chip shot, so she stays 17 under par.
This is the strongest that the wind has been as it comes across the lake that sits in front of Thitikul here. Can hit a fade, can hold this 6-iron into a right to left wind. The flag's only 10 on though. 6-iron.
Oh, very good, as Sophie said. She just held that one up. Moved the ball left to right to hold it up against the right to left wind. They all grouped together, vying for the title. Be tough on the parents.
Yeah, I could certainly see it happening at some stage. Now Gino to take the outright lead.
A high quality shot into this par 3. Is faced with a curler from her left-hand side. 2 cups from left to right at a dying pace.
Hit it hard enough. Oh, it's a great pace from Gino. She's back in front, 18 under par.
Wasn't that and all set up from that quality tee shot? The other players struggling to hit that left to right, holding it up against, and perfect speed. That one got the crowd going.
This makes that job a little bit easier tomorrow. A number of players in the mix now with the way that the play has played out today. Birdies that she can make coming in here.
Finding the fairway is so vitally important here, Sophie.
The wind is from left to right, so it's going to help you find the right side of the fairway in order to play up this diagonal green. Opt in for less than driver so she doesn't run through.
And that's perfect now. Nice little kick off the right side.
Chizzy will be next to go. She's the only player in this group that's bogey.
Onto that top level. 8-iron.
Very good. Just like Lydia Ko before her.
Driver off the tee. So me, and that just crept through the fairway into the first cut. The shortest birdie leave.
But like Katrina's been saying, the pins are good. They're actually cut on side slopes as well. The slope that Somi Lee chipped down from, that'll be on her mind as well. Great shot in with an 8-iron. Birdie putt.
So Lydia have this putt, just slides off to the right. Well done.
Birdies on 16 and 17. See Thitikul stretch 2 ahead.
I think that was worth another look. Down the hill on 17, playing the toughest hole today. And just showing her class, birdieing 16 and 17. The hardest and the third hardest hole today.
Certainly saving her best for last right now. Got up to that flying start with her opening 2 birdies. Did birdie 9.
Not as long a walk as it is when the tee is back.
Thank you. Thank you.
They will have a little bit of a wait, I think. Now here is the player that the crowd are really behind, and they're really going to be behind her tomorrow as she tries to win this for the first time. There are a lot of players out there, as we said, who are going to try and spoil the story for her, but it's going to be really fun to watch, I think. She can certainly do herself a bit of good by making a birdie or an eagle here, make that task tomorrow a bit easier.
It's gusting downwind. Perfect. Exactly what you want for driver. Hit it at the Honda car in the distance.
Oh, and that's long. She's skirted down that left side, the shorter side.
Please stand still. Thank you.
Top, it starts going downhill.
Jeeno just making her way up to her second shot. Up on the green, Lydia should make birdie. That would be a round of 69 if she does. Hannah Green has a chance for an eagle for a round.
Jeeno, sorry Tom, Jeeno must be feeling it right now. She is hitting a 6-iron, and it's going to be a big 6-iron from 173 yards.
Very good miss. She's got a very easy little chip across there.
Well, it was very tight. There was a young Jeeno Thitikul. Jeeno had a putt from about 5 feet to get into a playoff that year. Missed it and handed area the victory. Oh.
This is the leave. You can picture the shadow of the flag right of it. Have it break from right to left.
Almost gave him a grandstand finish. Seems like she's so in control of her game, missing it in the right spots, giving herself the opportunities that other players haven't done.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? As Sophie said, this was the place to miss it on this green. Place for the easiest up and down. She'll probably be looking to hold that one probably 5 times out of 10.
It's really close to dropping in for an eagle. In the footsteps of fellow countryman Ariya Jutanugarn, who made 3 here earlier today. Gino will have a putt for a birdie for 3 straight birdies to finish and post 20 under par. And Gino now for her birdie.
She will want to have as big a lead as she can going into tomorrow. Inside left putt. She'll have got a good view of that, watching her chip go past the hole.
Said coming into the week she was not 100% with her iron play. I'm not sure we've seen much of an evidence of that. Birdie at the last for Gino. 3 birdies to finish. It's a round of 66. And she's at 20 under par with a 2-shot advantage heading into Sunday in her home LPGA event as she tries to win it for the first time top three finishes here in her career. She's won on the Ladies European Tour in Thailand.
She knows she's the one everyone's going to try and beat, but she's just looked so relaxed. She's looked so calm these first 3 days. So, I mean, you'd have to expect she's the one, but in golf, you'd never quite know.
Tim, if there is a player you think might challenge her tomorrow, who would it be?
I can't find myself looking past Hyo Kim. I seem to recall in 2021 at that HSBC Women's World Championship, she went out, played with freedom, played aggressive golf, shot 64, and Hannah Green struggles on the last. Hyo didn't even know she won the golf tournament. I remember she was sitting there having lunch, and cameras appeared, and she was shocked to find out that a 64 was enough when Hannah Green doubled the last. And crazy things happen in this game, particularly on this closing hole at the Siam Country Club. So yes, Gino's in control. It's her championship to lose. It's going to be a great Sunday regardless.
Certainly is. We're looking forward to watching. Same time tomorrow for our final round coverage of the Honda LPGA Thailand. Many thanks to all the hard-working folks in tough conditions, hot conditions out here to bring you these pictures, led by executive producer Victor Lowe, producer Glenn Savatsky, director Jim Story, for myself, Tom Abbott, Katrina Matthew, Tim Lowe, and Sophie Walker. It is goodbye. We will see you tomorrow for the final round in Thailand.
Thank you.